Y'all. Y'all. The finance people done got me, y'all.
What's the worst monthly payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
Have to be $70,000 Ford F-150. He signed out 19.9% interest, and I believe he signed out at $2,000.
What the fuck are you driving? A spaceship in this bitch?
The worst financial mistake I've ever made, I'll be honest with you guys, is this car that I'm currently driving.
And a payment of $1,500 a month. I don't know. It's expensive.
What is the worst monthly payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
Yeah, that'd have been the Navigator. $112,000 Navigator with 10 grand in negatives, 12.9% in interest, $3,000 a month. What was it? Like 50K in interest. Crazy money.
How much did you put down?
20 bands.
20 bands. How much are you paying per month?
$1,183.
How long are you financing for?
285 months.
Oh my God, I just seen somebody say that their car payment is $900. What the fuck are you driving? A spaceship in this bitch? I know good and well y'all are not paying $900 a month for no car payment. Are you?
What's the highest car payment you've ever seen?
Holy moly, I've seen some high ones. $1,500.
What's the highest car payment you've ever seen?
It would be $1,795, and it was a younger gentleman on a TRX.
Do you think he has buyer's remorse?
He loved that thing. He is actually looking to buy one of the last generations.
What's the highest car payment you've ever seen?
A little over $2,400 on a VM.
What's the highest car payment you've ever seen?
$1,800 is on an Escalade V.
What is the highest car payment you've ever seen?
Probably 2020 L5P Duramax.
The highest car payment you've ever seen?
1,200, brand new Tahoe.
What is the highest car payment you've ever seen?
$1,300 Corvette.
Y'all. The finance people done got me, y'all. Tell me why. I just realized my first car that I ever financed. Because, I done bought used cars. I done had used cars. The first car that I financed, I think I'm doing my big one, my little loan, but I'm doing my big one. I'm making my payments on time. I'm even making extra payments. What the hell I just realized? All I'm doing is paying interest because my APR is 29.99%. Y'all, I swear to God, I'm not even playing with y'all. Shut up. Why didn't they teach us this in school? I can't even tell you what the hell we used the Pythagorean theorem for, but I could damn sure tell you my APR is 30%. Nobody told me what that meant.
It's crazy to me. People are driving around with $700 car payments, and that payment doesn't include insurance. I always tell myself when I get close to paying my car off, I'm gonna get a new one. I'm gonna trade it in. I'm gonna get a new one. And the moment I hit that last car payment, I said, no, ma'am. I'm gonna drive this motherfucker to the engine fall out.
What's the worst monthly payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
Have to be $70,000 Ford F-150. He signed out 19.9% interest, and I believe he signed out at a $2,000 payment. I was flabbergasted.
Jillian, what is the worst monthly payment and rate that you've ever seen?
$2,500 a month with 6.7%.
What is the highest monthly payment and interest rate combination you've ever seen?
23 and a quarter here in Minnesota. It was on about a $15,000 Camry. Payment wasn't outrageous. It was maybe like $500, but the interest on that loan was almost as much as the car. I think it was about 12 or 13 grand on a $15,000 vehicle.
What is the worst interest rate and payment combination you have ever seen?
Ooh, I think it was like a 2012 Equinox that was just totally clapped out for like $4 grand. They signed out at 23.5% for, I believe it was 36 months at $182 a month. The total amount of interest over the course of the loan, I think, was a little bit less than the actual price of the car. It's absolutely ridiculous. What is the worst payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
24 Bronco Sport, 18% for 60 months, $700 monthly payment.
What is the worst monthly payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
$9,000 Kia Forte, 21% interest and $415 a month.
You follow me, you know that I'm looking for a car payment. I want to tell you what the dealership told me, or the man that was trying to sell me a car. When we went up there, he was like, in today's time, $1,300, that is the new still. That is the new payment. That's what everybody's paying. Because I was like, I don't want to pay like anywhere towards 9, 8, 7, 6. Like, I don't want none of that. And he's like, in today's time, that's unrealistic. He said, you'll never get a $300 payment, $400 payment in 2025. That's not happening. And I just want to know, because what is your car payment? Because every time I talk to somebody, and I went to a few different dealerships, and they're like, no, like the thousands, that is the cheap payment. $1,000 is the cheap payment. So I want to know from real people out there, are you paying $1,000 for your car payment? What about your insurance? If you're paying $1,000 and something dollars, what about your $300 payment? Like, am I crazy? I can't pay that. I just can't. I'm literally making my husband, not making, but I'm deciding, like, I don't want another vehicle. Like, yeah, I want to leave, but I just morally, I can't pay $1,000 for a car that goes A to B. I just can't. I can't. Unless you're gonna gift me one and be maybe a sugar baby, but I can't. I can't.
Let's break down my monthly payments on my 2026 G80 M3 competition. I didn't want to wait to custom order one, so instead I called literally every single BMW dealership in the US, specifically looking for the carbon buckets, the Brooklyn Gray, and X-Drive. The buckets were honestly pretty hard to find, especially in the Fluor blue color, but when I found this one, I knew I needed it. I have the carbon buckets, the carbon interior package, extended leather, and of course X-Drive. So with that being said, the MSRP on this car was just about $100K flat. I traded in my 2022 Chevy Silverado RST and I got $12,000 in equity, so that went right into the down payment for the M3. I financed it through BMW at a 6.7 APR for 72 months. Now, with that being said, I also do not plan on keeping it financed through BMW. I'm going to refinance it through a credit union with a lower APR. My total monthly payment is $1,500, and if I didn't put anything down, it would probably be roughly around $2,200. That's my monthly payment on my G80 M3.
The worst financial mistake I've ever made, I'll be honest with you guys, is this car that I'm currently driving. And it's not the car itself. Like, I literally love this car. I can't imagine myself driving anything else. It's the fact that I have car payments, which is so stupid. It literally makes me sick thinking about it. I wish we would have just waited like a year and maybe saved up like $20,000 in cash and bought a used car, because purchasing a brand new car was so dumb. Not only did it lose value like the second we drove it off the lot, but now we're paying interest payments on top of that. And this car is already 2 years old. Like, it was only brand new for like 5 minutes, so might as well have bought a used car.
The average car payment in America as of today is $767. My first car payment was $112. That's been many, many moons ago, but holy moly. Hear me all the way out. If you invested $767 a month and let it sit there, you'd be a millionaire in 30 years. Over $1 million. But I still have to have a car, Cara. Yeah, you're right. You do have to have a car, but you could buy a car that you can pay cash for today, drive it a while, trade it in, sell it for junk parts, whatever, buy another one and rinse and repeat until all of a sudden you can afford to buy a nicer car in cash. Car payments are keeping us locked in the middle class. Those huge car payments keep us from building wealth. So do you want to drive a nice car or do you want to have wealth? I can't make that call for you, and when I try, you get mad. I'm just saying it's worth considering. $767.
Can we talk about how insane car payments are for Americans specifically? As of 2025 Q1, the average car note for a new car in America was $730, and the average car note for a used car was $530. Now, personally, I'm one of the lucky ones who not only worked at a bank, but got a new car during like low interest rate era. So my car note right now is $383 on a 2018 GMC Terrain. I have put 60,000 miles on it, and my interest rate is at 3.25. Not that Americans have much choice when it comes to these things, but I could not stomach paying over $500, let alone $700 for a car note, especially because I'm 25 and my car insurance is literally gonna be $200 plus a month. I know this is a thing where, again, people don't feel like they have much choice. They need a car, whatever. But this is insane to me. I can't stomach it. That's just me. But what do y'all think?
So this person I was talking to drove a BMW, and he was paying $850 a month to drive that thing to work, to and from work. Insurance was like $200 a month. Bro, you're literally now paying $1,000. That's excluding gas just to drive to and from work, just to go to work. You're going to work to pay off the car. You drive the car to go to work. You don't own a house, you're renting. So really, like, at the pace we're going, there's no way you can potentially save money. $1,000 a month on transportation to get to work? I could barely fork out $3 to pay for the MTA train fare. You're telling me I have to pay $1,000 to drive to work? I think like what I'm trying to get at is that there's cheaper options out there, but like if you already don't make that much money, why are you paying upwards of like $1,000 every single month for a car? Something that depreciates in value. If you made $2,000 a month and you're paying $1,000 just for a car, the math is not mathing. And if you're renting, do you even have enough money to pay rent and food? And you gotta pay for food too, clothes. I don't know. Maybe honestly we don't get paid enough, so like YOLO, spend whatever we have. But $1,000 a month for a car is absurd.
This is a 2026 Chevrolet Suburban High Country. Take a look. See what I'm saying? The High Country. What does that mean? High payment. Give it a sec. Let's go over the story. Very recently, I had somebody on this. Not this one, but one that looks just like it because they all look the same. Anyway, when they came in, the gentleman only wanted the High Country. Now, technically, he wanted it in a blue. We didn't have blue. We had white. He goes, I'll look at it, but I don't think I want it. Okay, let me go get it. He's checking it out. He likes the way it looks, but he still wants blue. Of course, got to have the roof. This was the selling point. The monitors in the back. So now white's not that bad because the kids love the monitors. We're getting better now. It's starting to look better. But hang on. And of course, it's got all the amenities. Back to the story. His wife liked the white. So that's a bonus for me. But he wanted blue. He said white looks like a work truck. Not when it's a High Country. No, it doesn't. But okay. He goes, let's figure out the numbers. Now the numbers, this is very expensive, but he's in a position where he can buy it if he wants it. Let me show you the numbers. In fact, I'll show you everything. I'll just tell you, he bought the vehicle. Look at these numbers. This is $88,300. Yes, for a Chevy. $373.63 as a doc fee, $351 plates and title, $22.50 in Cook County, $7,318 in tax. How does the state and the city not have money? That's 8 1/4. $96,369.13. Now he did buy an extended warranty for $34.50, but he's putting $15,000 down. Brought the balance to finance to $84,819.13. Hold on a second. Here's the catch. He said, you get me to $1,200 a month, I'll take the white one. Okay. We're going back and forth. I can't get him to $1,200 a month. Now let me show you. And I'll tell you what happened. $84,819, 72 months, rate of 8.95, $1,527 a month. He needed a minute to talk to his wife about it because he's about $300 more than what he wanted to spend per month. But at the end of the day, the lady said buy it, and they bought it. $1,500 a month for that. But man, it's beautiful. If you got it, spend it. If you don't got it, but $15,000 down and a payment of $1,500 a month. I don't know. It's expensive. But if you're looking for a vehicle like that, reach out to me. But I don't have blue.
Millions of Americans are posting their car payments, and people can't believe the numbers because they're insane. You're paying for a car for 6 years, you're paying for a car for 24 years. That doesn't make any sense. You're paying for like 4 cars or 5 cars. Why don't you just go and purchase a used car? When it gets old and worn out, you can always go and trade it in, take another used car until when you are ready to buy a car using cash. These people are ripping you off, and if you're not smart, you'll be making those payments for years and years to come, so you are not building your life. All the money you have is going towards car payments. Remember, you have food, you have rent, you have all these other things you need to pay for. So the cost of your transportation, and most probably you bought that car to go to work with, it's not worth it. You'd rather even take public transport. This is so insane, making This is so insane. You're paying $700, you're paying $1,500 monthly to car payments. This is just insane. Anyway, these are just my reactions. I'd love to hear your views in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.